Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing our Crown Jewel predictions. I will preface this as I've not had a chance to watch this week's Monday Night Raw and it is coming out before Friday Night SmackDown. Granted it's pre-recorded, but I'll try to avoid spoilers, so this is just what I think is going to happen based on what's on WWE.com's match card. And these matches are in no particular order, I just put them down randomly. First up is for the inaugural Crown Jewel Champion of Champions bullshit, Cody vs Gunther. Great match. I think it's gonna be hard to have one champion go over the other champion without making the other one look like a piece of shit. So I think there's gonna be some dodgy interference, probably bloodline KO maybe. Especially if this goes on before the KO matches. I think it might be KO, but I think Gunther's going over purely because of some form of interference. Maybe via DQ, who knows. But I think Gunther is walking out champion of champions. That sort of championship kind of suits his character more, I would assume, based on obviously Cody being the underdog and all this stuff. So yeah, Gunther for the win. The Women's Tag Team Championship Fatal 4-Way match I've got next. I really want Chelsea and Piper to win. I think Chelsea Green deserves the world. She's been such a great character for so long. But I see it being Damage Control. They're my pick. Another way of getting the belts off Bianca and Jade. Not a big fan of their characters. I think they're great wrestlers and stuff. Just don't like their characters. Super Bianca and Super Jade. Not for me. Being in a multi-match again. Good way for them to lose that being pinned. I think the NXT team take the pin, and I think Damage Control, even though I want Chelsea Green and Piper, Damage Control are my winners. Next up is the triple threat for the US Championship. I actually thought it was going to happen at Bash at Berlin. That was one of my predictions. So I'm glad to see I was right just a bit early. This would be a great way of getting the belt off LA without him looking weak. Personally, I think his run has been the best. I think LA Knight's great. But I just don't think he's been the great US champion, and I really want the spinner to come back. And only because I want the spinner belt back, I am picking Carmelo Hayes for the win. I would rather it be Andrade, because I think Andrade's amazing. But I think Andrade's there just to take the pin. It might turn into a one-on-one feud for Carmelo and Andrade, but if it turns out Carmelo takes the win. This is my prediction for match of the night. Seth vs Bronson Reed. Their build-up has been incredible. I've absolutely loved every minute of it. What they're doing with Bronson is just class. I've not seen Raw, but I have seen one highlight. Bronson no selling the stomp. Class move. I think it's going to be an absolute barnstormer. And if WWE are going to do it right, they can only have one winner. It can only be, there's no brainer about it. Bronson has to win. And that is why I'm picking Bronson Reed. This is another match I'm incredibly looking forward to. Randy's my favourite of all time. Kevin's one of my current favourites. So it's hard to predict for me personally. But I think in order to continue Kevin's downfall and despair of Randy and Cody to see where it leads, I think Kevin's got to take the pin. So for that reason, I think Randy's going to win. Might be like a roll-up, dodgy finish, but Randy is going to beat Kevin, so Kevin can continue his downward spiral. Unfortunately, now it's time for the match I'm least looking forward to. Through no fault of the participants, I just don't really like these Champion vs Championship matches for this Crown Jewel shit. However, with Tiffany Stratton and Rhea lurking on the wings, it's going to be a bit interesting. More of an angle than a match for me. I think Liv goes over. I think Nia takes the pin through a distraction from Raquel, Rhea and Liv and Tiffany. And then Tiffany will cash in on Nia. That's my hot take. We're going to leave with Tiffany champion. It's Tiffy time, motherfucker. And now for the final match I've got on my list. The Bloodline 2.0 versus Roman and the Usos. Unfortunately, I've kind of guess I spoiled Raw a bit for myself because I saw this before watching it. I think it'll be a fucking great match. Absolutely. So they're going to be main event or first, Roman rules, lol. But it's going to be great. I think Honor Use is going to come back, getting it, a bit of Sami Zayn. Being 4-on-3, he might not be in the match, but he's going to even the odds. And because of that, Bloodline 2.0 are going to win. Because they need the full Bloodline original gang back. And then it's going to be Bloodline Rules War Games. So once again, Bloodline 2.0 are going to win, and Solo is going to pin Roman. Thank you for listening to my predictions. Probably all going to go wrong like they always do. If you enjoyed it, I try to make as much wrestling content as possible. Feel free to like and subscribe and comment below.